Low energy, unfocused, foggy? You might be dehydrated. Whether it's hot yoga, over 100-degree weather, or too much sun. Gator Light, with a specialized blend of 5 electrolytes, was scientifically designed to help move fluids into the body faster for rapid rehydration. Shop now at retailers nationwide. Gator Light hydrates faster than water. Is it in you? Symptoms noted are signs of mild to moderate dehydration. Consult a healthcare professional if symptoms persist.
Pros, find the right flooring for the job in Lowe's newly redesigned flooring showroom. Shop our expanded assortment of trusted brands and get up to 35% off style selections, Stainmaster, and Stainmaster Pet Protect Special Order Carpet. And while you're here, save $100 on a DeWalt 20-volt max 6-amp-hour 2-pack of batteries. Now just $179. Get more of what you need faster and save more where it counts from the ground up. Our best lineup is here at Lowe's. Valid through 8/26 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
When you think about Crocs, you think the classic clog. But did you know there's also a canvas clog? A vegan suede clog, a coastal-inspired style, a style with studs, straps, and lots of sass. Honestly, I could keep going with the surprises. You've got to see them for yourself because there is literally a style for every kind of girl. So do your thing and head to crocs.com or a store near you now.
Coach Unplugged is brought to you by great people over at teachhoops.com. For coaches who want to get better. From the Fifth Quarter Studios in Madison, Wisconsin, you're listening to Coach Unplugged. Here is your host, Steve Collins.
Hey everybody, welcome to Coach Unplugged, episode 620. Today we're going to finish up with Martin. I hope you've enjoyed this. We got some great things on the horizon as far as interviews for coaches all over the world. Like I said, we're going to start a theme with practice planning and then do building a program and some other things. And we'll sprinkle in some teachhoops.com member calls and some other things too, I think, which are very helpful. But before we do that, I'd like to give a big shout out to our 2 sponsors. First of all, Dr. Dish, the easiest shooting machine on the market to use. You know, their training solution for repetition and their ability to do that is unbelievable. They have several versions. They have a home version, which I don't know even if they're shipping anymore. I mean, our discount does not work on that, but if you call and mention Coach Unplugged, they'll take really good care of you. You never know. And then also the other versions, you will get $350 off if you mention Coach Unplugged. So that is what we do for our members, just to give you some feedback and to show that it's a great asset. I can't imagine you only need one person and one machine to be able to use these things. So I think it's a great thing to have in your gym. Also, go over and check out teachhoops.com for coaches who want to get better. The material we're putting up right now with practice planning, I think we have 8 or 9 different, I think it's like 15, 16 hours on practice planning and handouts and PDFs and all sorts of stuff on our website. So go over and check that out. Building a program, all of those things we're going to be doing. We're going to have some virtual clinics, all sorts. We do office hours twice a week. We do them on Wednesdays and on Sundays. So you can always jump in if you have a question. You can always get them answered. So go over and check that out. Leave a review, subscribe. We would love that for Coach Unplugged. And let's head off to the podcast.
Ireland and played in Belfast.
Okay.
And I was lucky enough to be I was looking after USF for the week. So the guy I had to look after most was Big Bill. So that was all good for the week. We talked some great basketball.
Oh, I bet you did.
And but I got to shoot with that ball down and that kind of thing. Yeah, it's nice. I don't like our molten ball. And the one we use at international level is a GX. And it's really, really slippy. It's ridiculously slippy.
And where's that made?
I think Molten are a German company. I'm not
sure. Is
it
a German? And is it like the one that has the yellow stripe on it?
That's the one. Yeah.
It's
kind of brown, kind of white, and then a yellow stripe.
Yeah.
It's just I don't like it. I don't have to shoot with it anymore though, so I don't mind.
It doesn't matter as much as for you. What do you think? So last question, then we're gonna do some rapid fire. What do you think the biggest change you've seen in the last 20 years, or what's the biggest change you've seen in basketball?
Players are definitely getting more athletic over here. Like we've seen it. Guys would get away with being out of shape, and still being able to play at the top level. Not anymore. I'm watching videos and clips on Twitter and Facebook, and Instagram there of players who are playing at Super League and National League and international level over here now. And during these times, they're out working out with a ball. They're at it all day. Whereas back in my day, shall we say, the guys would have sitting around watching TV, seeing what's going on. It wouldn't be too interesting.
It'd have been at the pub. Yep, yeah.
They're definitely better athletes. Like, I mean, the last 5-10 years, it's been phenomenal. You know, all the strength and conditioning stuff that's come into it, the dietary stuff, the nutrition stuff. You know, all the sports psychology is dead for better players and better athletes.
I think so too. All right, so I'm going to jump into rapid fire. So here, I'm going to ask you a question and give me one answer. Okay.
Okay.
I call it rapid fire. One word to describe your ideal player.
Honest.
Okay. If you go to one sporting event in the world, what would it be?
Game 7 at TD Gardens against the Lakers.
Celtics versus the Lakers.
Just one game. That'll be it.
So, Coach, that a big did you grow up in the Laker Celtic era?
Yep.
Okay.
Big Larry.
So
big
people
Larry
that don't understand that are like old like us, you had to pick, like you had to have. I was a Laker guy.
One or the other.
You could not be both. Like you either were a Celtics fan or you were a Lakers fan. People don't understand that it was Bird versus Magic. It was there was no middle ground. Like
whatsoever.
Yes, it was.
My best friend is a Laker. You know, he's been a Laker all his life, and he's my son's godfather.
I didn't like McHale. McHale rubbed me the wrong way for some reason. Great player. But it's like I was a Magic. You know. Anyway, yes.
I was a huge Celtics fan, but I have so much admiration for Magic and the way he was played, and I think he gets overlooked in these conversations about the best player.
I think so too. He changed the game. Like
Giannis, 5 different positions.
Like Giannis is Magic. Like he can't. I mean, those kinds of guys.
The handles.
He doesn't have the handles.
He hasn't got the vision, but he's
23.
There you go, and he's the athlete that maybe like Magic brought that athlete.
That you could play every position. That's the crazy part.
Like the game where he played center when Kareem got hurt.
I know.
I mean, I was watching the 30 for 30 on it there a while ago. Magic is phenomenal.
Have you been to Boston?
I haven't been to Boston. I was in New York. My nephew worked in New York for about 14 years. He worked in a bar just off Times Square called the Perfect Pint.
Okay.
So he used to go and watch the Knicks play all the time.
So Times Square is not New York. Let me say that for first. Times Square
is not.
It is. Well, it is New York, but it's not like that's touristy. That's touristy New York. That's not New York. That's touristy New York.
We stayed out in Queens. So
you got to get real New York. You'd love Boston. Boston is one of those cities. Boston's one of my favorite cities in the U.S. It's a big city that feels small.
Okay.
So it's not like Chicago or New York or LA. Those cities all feel really big. If you fly in, it's an old town. Boston's
kind of like Dublin, eh?
Yeah, it is. It feels like London in some respects. You can walk places. It feels more condensed than it does like, oh my God.
We actually had great plans this year. We were going to go out to Weymouth, out to Jimmy Dolan, Coach Jimmy Dolan down there.
Yeah.
With my Irish team this year for our pre-tournament training camp.
Okay.
That was the plan, and unfortunately, everything's
getting canceled.
Gone now. Our championships have been deferred and called off till next year.
Yeah.
So
you got to get to Boston. You got to get to Boston.
It's bucket list job, you know.
You definitely do. Well, it's like reverse for me. Mine's to get to Ireland, yours to get to the U.S. That's like it's opposite. So favorite pregame meal.
Very simple. The Mars bar.
Really?
I don't eat before games. It's just something to make sure
I don't tend to eat a lot either, and I tell my players not to either. I say it's better to play on an empty stomach, to be honest with you.
So my guys will always see me on the sideline with a Mars bar and a bottle. We have a drink over here called Lucozade.
Okay.
Which is kind of like a fizzy version maybe of Gatorade or something like that. It's got glucose and everything in it.
Okay.
So that's my pregame. That's me.
Okay.
Regardless of what time the game's at.
One skill not being taught in basketball.
Boxing out.
Ooh. And how do you teach that?
By drilling the hell out of it. And by making people hold themselves responsible for boxing out the player that they're meant to box out.
Right.
And I think that's a big thing. Because we're so athletic now, we're looking to jump and take the ball before we're looking to make contact and hit a player and then go after the ball. We lose rebounds because of that, and we've lost a lot of rebounds. Now, again, this year our women's team, I was very, very lucky to have the most dominant big in the league. But we had a girl with her who's an Irish girl called Holly Dunn. And, like between those two girls, they were averaging 35 to 40 rebounds a game.
Right.
Because they did the right things. They weren't trying to out-jump anybody.
Right.
They were just hidden, making sure that they got good contact, and then they were going after the ball.
Yep, it's contact and it's find and then contact and then go get it. Yeah,
and you make sure you get it.
And the problem is sometimes they do the first two and they don't go get it. Like
that's it, and they leave it sitting there.
I know.
We got a fantastic kid over here, plays with a team called Marble City Hawks, an American kid called Katie Fox. Katie is about 5'3", and she has more offensive rebounds in the league this year than anybody else. Right. As soon as the bigs and everybody boxes out, she's the first one in there taking the ball out of their hands.
Right.
She's phenomenal at it.
It's so good.
Yeah, we pay particular attention to her.
What do you do to relax, Coach?
Golf.
Ooh, what's your handicap?
The clubs and the swing. I play off 19 at the moment, but I can play. I can play a lot.
You play a little bit.
A lot less than that.
Yeah, we were. Gosh, I think this was pre-kids. We went to my wife and I got to walk St. Andrews and stuff. And
beautiful.
It's gorgeous.
My brother plays it every year.
Really?
He goes every year to play it. Himself and his wife go over to stay in the hotel, and he goes out and plays 2 rounds of golf there every year.
I used to golf. I used to fish and golf, but it's too much other stuff going on, I think. But,
no, the fishing wouldn't be. I don't think I'd have the patience for the fishing.
See, I boat fishing's harder for me. I like trout fishing where I'm moving.
Okay.
Because there's always another hole around the next corner when you're trout fishing because you're going up and down a stream.
Very good.
That's my attention deficit thing. Like I gotta always be doing something. It's like there's always the better fish around the next corner, so you're always looking.
We're definitely alike like that.
Yes. One coaching technique you think's important?
For me, I think it's been positive. So being positive with your players. Too many coaches.
So you're 90-10. You're 90-10. You're 80-20.
I'm 95-5.
Okay.
But when I need to go, I'll go.
You go to the 5, yes.
Yeah, and the 5 is not where you want to be.
Right.
And
it's that Irish temper. I don't know if they refer to that in Ireland, but they do over here. It's like Irish temper.
That little bit of temperament there. And I'm sure if you ask any referee in Ireland, they'll probably say it's 95-5 the other way around towards them. But with my players, I've done the other side of it. So that's what I talked about earlier on when you asked, something you've learned from the past. Like I was that coach who used to stand on the sideline and berate the players, and it was just so idiotic. You know, I mean,
but that's youth. I write that off as youth in some respects. It's like
in some respects. For me, it was just like I probably went a little bit OTT at times as well.
Right.
But like now I've learned over the last maybe since I started coaching college basketball, but 16 years I'm in Carlow now, and you're dealing with that kind of 18 to 24-year-old kid, and you have to learn that you're not going to get the best out of them if you're constantly on their back.
They'll tune you out.
If they just don't want to know. If you encourage. But sometimes I had an American last year who played for me last year who said, "You can't keep giving me compliments when I'm doing something wrong. You have to tell me I'm doing something wrong." And I said, "Look, if you're doing something really wrong, I'll let you know.
Right.
But I'm not going to change my style of coaching and come down on you when I don't need to."
Right.
I mean, that's that might be what you're used to in the States, but it's not what's going to happen.
It's life's too short. What's the best player you've seen in person?
Best player I've seen in person. Can I give you one of each? One
sure.
American, and one. So I'm actually going to give you 2 Americans. Sorry.
Okay.
One of them actually played in Ireland in 85, 86, I think was the season. And then went to Portugal, and then went back and won 3 rings after that. So Mario Ali.
Okay.
So I was very lucky to see Mario play. He was a phenomenal player. But there was another American player that played with him with the same club, Leicester, a guy called Calvin Troy.
Okay.
Now, look up Calvin Troy. Like the offers that man got when he was leaving the States were phenomenal. This guy could have played at any level.
Okay.
And his kids have the 2 girls who have become fantastic players over here, you know. And,
Okay.
but a real gentleman, a real nice guy. But man, when that man went on the floor, whew, he was a different. It was literally chalk and cheese.
Right.
Nicest guy in the world off the floor. But as soon as he stepped foot on the floor, you better watch out. I'm telling you,
yes.
For fun.
Yes.
Irish players. Then there have been so many great players over the years, and kind of watching my brother. My brother played at the highest level over here in the '80s, and I watched guys like Tom O'Sullivan down in Cork, Francis O'Sullivan, who were phenomenal players. Francis is one of the best coaches I've ever talked to. Loves the game. I'd say back then, Lee McHale.
Hey, I hope you're enjoying the podcast. I bet most people don't go hey on their podcasts. Anyway, make sure you subscribe and like. Lots of ways that you can help us out that don't cost you one penny. You can subscribe and like and leave a review. We really do appreciate those. Here, you can do that on YouTube. Go over and Teach Hoops. There's thousands of videos over there. You can use our Amazon link down below, www.teachhoops.com/Amazon. So anytime you do any shopping, especially if you're listening to this over Christmas, we get a small little commission, and it doesn't cost you anything else. Doesn't cost anybody anything other than Amazon, I guess. And then helps us with our hosting fees. And then if you really want to help us out, you come over and join teachhoops.com for coaches who want to get better. I am here to help. I'm here to serve. One of the reasons I got into coaching was help kids, help other players, help coaches. There's no hidden agenda here. We're not playing, but I have been through it. I have coached at every level. I've done those youth tournaments. I've done, won multiple state titles. I know what you're going through. Trust me. And I can help. So let me know in any way if I can do that. And let's get back to the podcast.
Who was probably, everybody said, would probably be the only Irish guy at that time that would have made the NBA.
Okay.
And kind of latter years, kind of the last few years, there's a couple of really good guys. There's a guy down in Cork, though, who's a real legend as far as I'm concerned. Like, he's still playing away.
Has there been an Irishman in the NBA?
Irish American?
Yeah. Well, no, but it's somebody born in Ireland?
No, I don't think. Pat. What was his name? Pat Burke.
Okay.
So I think he played with Orlando for a couple of years.
Okay.
But I think he might have been born in the States.
Born in the States.
We did have a lady like Susan Moran played with the Liberty in the WNBA. She's now an associate head coach at St. Joe's.
Okay.
She holds all the scoring and rebound records in St. Joe's. She's a phenomenal kid.
Phenomenal.
She lives about 20 miles from where I live.
Okay.
So the last guy was a guy called Jaron Noonan. He was a guy from Cork.
Okay.
Real tough, small. Like Jaron was about 6 foot, 5'11", 6 foot, but would play against any big that you put him up. You could have put a guy about 6'8" or 6'10" in against him. I'd take Jaron every day of the week.
They all have the same descriptions, which is like great players all have the same.
Yeah, I love toughness.
They do. They all have the same thing. They do, though. You're not alone in that. Who's the best player of all time?
Best player of all time is Michael Jordan. There's absolutely no, like, as I said to you earlier on, the talk about Magic and talk about Larry even and LeBron and Kobe, like that's all very fine. I still think Michael Jordan in his prime now playing in the league would be the best player in the league.
I think he changed the game too.
100%. 100%. I'm so looking forward to this.
I know
the ESPN. It's on tonight. So
I was tweeting about it like 5 weeks ago. Release the dang thing. Let
everybody see it now while we're sitting at home doing nothing. You know what I mean?
So you know what the problem was? I actually had somebody reach out to me, and the problem was they didn't have it done. It wasn't finished. It wasn't finished. So they're releasing two. They're trying to catch up because they know that everyone in the world's going to watch this.
Even people over here, you see, there's a lady called Jackie Hurley. She's one of the sports presenters over here in RTE, which is our national station. Jackie plays basketball a bit, but she's tweeting about it today. Can't wait for tomorrow to watch Netflix. And everybody's saying that. We're all kind of on. Just come on, get it out there already. Let's see this thing.
So they know they got a gem. They want to make sure it's good before they do it.
100%. Who's the best player you ever saw? Who's the best player ever?
Well, I saw Michael play in person. I'm in Wisconsin, so I'm voting. I'm hoping Giannis becomes that person, and that we can win some rings in Milwaukee. So, and one of my former players is actually on the Bucks. So,
very good.
Yeah. So I'm hoping. I think they could have won it this year, so I'm feeling really sad about that.
No, they lost in the conference finals again.
Yeah.
Celtics would have beat them again, you know.
Oh, I don't know though. I don't know. The Bucks.
You know what I love? You know what I love about the Celtics though, and just I know I'm a Celtics fan. They play as a team.
They do.
You know, they're probably the best team in the
league.
Do you know what I mean? They're not reliant on one or two superstars.
Right.
They have
pieces,
maybe 5 or 6 stars
right,
who all know their job and all know their roles and do them to the best of their ability.
And that makes a good team.
Marcus Smart is probably one of my favorite players in the league.
I do.
I
love him. Best game you've seen in person?
Best game I've seen in person. So I coached.
Okay.
It was.
Me too. I've coached in mine too. The best one I've seen.
We played a varsity Division 1, which is our highest college league. It was our first ever final. We were point down with 5 seconds to go. One of my guys hit a half-court buzzer beater to win the game. So that's the best game. I've watched that game. Every time I feel sad, I go back and watch that game.
Isn't it amazing what that? We won a state championship which is the highest level for us, in triple overtime. And in either the beginning of the first or beginning of the second time, a kid did the timeout and didn't have it, and then we got free throws with no time. It was just crazy. Like,
so many of the kids that come over here, it's the same thing. They're on the floor and they're turning to the referee looking for timeouts, and I'm kind of looking at them. Oh, I didn't tell you that. I'm sorry. You know, you're not going to do that over here. You know?
Right. Yeah.
So, but we don't get teed up, which is good.
No, that's good. What's one thing that's helped you become a better coach?
A friend of mine, a couple of years ago, I went through, 5 years ago, I went through a really bad period where I was constantly on their back. In 14 games, I had 15 tees.
Oh my God, Coach, that might be a record.
It's yeah. So a really good friend of mine from when I was younger, he was an Irish coach, and he just. He turned around to me one day, and I get on really well with him, but he's not afraid to tell me when I'm wrong, you know. And he looked at me, he says,
"That's a good friend. That's a good friend."
There you go. He just said, you know, every time you're doing that stuff, you're not coaching your team. So your team are the ones who are getting hurt, not you, not the referees. Your team are the ones who are getting hurt. I remember going home in my car that evening and thinking about what he'd said, because then I eventually got kicked out of the game when I went back and watched the video of the game afterwards and thought about what he'd said. You know, he's right. You know, He's 100% right. Best thing that happened to me probably was last year when I was given the head coach's job of the 20s women's team. First game of the season, I got kicked out of the gym, and then I got an email from our elite performance committee, and they said, "Look, this happens again. You're going to lose your job with the Irish team." And I went, "Okay, well, I'm not going to let that happen."
Right.
Because I've waited 20 years, 25 years to be an Irish coach. So
right.
That's not going to happen. So I didn't get a T for, I think I got one technical the rest of the season. I got one technical this season, and like I'm coaching 2 different teams. So like that's.
I think that's a great takeaway for anybody that's listening to this. And I've learned that too. Like early in my career, it's like Bobby Knight was like, I was all over people, but I have learned that, don't get me wrong, I'll get on them if I need to get on them.
Absolutely.
But most of the time, my guys are the ones that need work more than the officials. You know.
We brought in another good thing this year. Started the year, we said anybody gets a tee, player, coach, whatever. It's €10. So every time you get teed up, you get €10. Yeah. And you know, the end of the season, we go and have a party with it.
Yeah.
But thankfully, it wasn't that full.
Well, it wasn't that much fun.
No,
give me your what's your favorite quote? I think you sent it to me, but
it's an old kind of Bobby Knight quote, and I'm sure somebody else probably said it before him, but that's where I heard it: is fail to prepare is to prepare to fail. You know, I mean, it's your preparation is everything. You prepare for the team that you're meeting. You prepare your players in the way you want them to play, and a way that you know they are able to play. You've done your job. You know.
I agree. What's one word to describe your coaching style?
Loud.
I love that. I love it.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
best coach of all time.
States or
Anywhere.
I don't know. Like
You can pick one from each if you need to politically.
Yeah,
pick
I think that'd be probably be a little bit better. Like
Okay.
From what I've seen, Pop is an exceptional coach. For me now, even after watching the likes of memory block here now of Phil Jackson and these guys and Pat Riley over the years, I just think Brad Stevens is, and I know again I'm a Celtic supporter, but I just think he's so smart. I mean, every time there's a timeout, he comes out of a timeout and they're on offense. If you got an offensive out of bounds, it's a bucket every time. It's just, I'd say his percentages out of timeouts are just ridiculous.
Right.
I just think he's a really smart guy. He's very, very calm. I love the way he coaches. I love the way his teams play.
I love
for
how
him.
he can do that. I wish I could do that. I wish
be as calm as that
and be so cerebral during it. I think it's the player in me that's just like, he's just so like, I would love to know what's going on in that brain. Like, you know what I mean?
But they're like, that's, and no disrespect to you or me or to any other coach, but that's the difference.
That is.
That's the difference between being that next level guy. So like the footballer over here, Roy Keane, I'm sure you've heard of him.
Yeah.
Like the soccer player, like Roy Keane was captain of Manchester United for years and captain of Ireland. But like he was cerebral. He was the one who was, always ahead of everybody else, always thinking of everybody else, thinking about his teammates as a player. And that's what made him better than everybody else.
So I'm going to, before I ask the last question, is basketball, like, I don't want to say this in a wrong way, but is it a second class sport in Ireland? Do you have a hard time getting the athletes to play basketball when they're 7, 8, 9, 10 in Ireland?
So in Ireland, it's football and hurling are first. So they're our national sports, GA.
Okay.
Gaelic Athletic Association. Then next would be, at the minute, probably soccer, I'd say.
Okay.
Because kids have a great chance of playing here and then moving to play in England in the Premier League and stuff. After that, then would be rugby, which is real American football without the pads and the helmets and all that kind of stuff.
Yep.
Real men's game.
Yep.
And then basketball.
Okay.
The funny thing about it is that, like, participation-wise, there are more people playing basketball than any other sport apart from the GA in Ireland.
Wow. Okay.
Like there's over 200.
But I'm saying it's a finite number. It's a pool that you're picking from, and if you're not, that's the hard part. Like kids in U.S. play. If you're a good athlete, you're going to play baseball. You're going to play football. You're going to play basketball. You're going to find one of those that you can.
And what we get over here is we get a lot of kids who dual sport. So like we talked about Dana earlier on.
Right.
Claire Melia, who was the captain of that team. Claire was with St. Joe's for the first half of the year.
Right.
She left just after Christmas, and she was rookie of the week out there. Like her numbers were ridiculous as a rookie. But she also played Gaelic football for her county.
Okay.
So you find that a lot of our best athletes probably play 2 sports. Some of them play 3 sports.
Right.
It's crazy. I mean, Susan Moore herself, who Hall of Famer in St. Joe's and in Ireland, and like Susan played international tennis as well. So.
Right. So the really good ones do multiple things.
They do.
They do.
And me as a coach, like I've seen in the college situation, I allow them to do that because I think if you ask them to pick one or the other, you're going to lose out.
Yeah, you are. Do you like halves or quarters?
I like quarters. I like quarters.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you can get more time to talk to the kids if things are going wrong. I would like to see some of the stuff that you guys do in the States implemented here. I'd like to see the on-court timeouts. I'd like to see things like that allowed in FIBA. I think it'd make for a better game. I don't want the TV timeouts and all that kind of stuff.
Every 3 minutes, it ruins the flow. Trust me. It's horrible.
At that tournament, at the Belfast Classic, with all those Division 1 teams, and I'm sitting courtside with Dave with Hopla, and we're watching the game, and next minute the game stops with 2 minutes to go, and I'm going, "What's going on, Dave? No one called a timeout." And
right.
You have to explain it to me.
TV timeout. Do you think jump ball, yes or no? I think it should be gone. I personally think it's a part of the game that should be gone. It's like
start of the game, end of story. Alternate.
I don't even think you should do it at the start of the game. I think the home team should get the ball, or the visiting team should get the ball, and then just alternate possession. Because I don't know about you, but the officials have gotten really bad at throwing the ball up.
Yeah. We yes, I agree. Like the guys over here, you can imagine as well. Like, I mean, we're not the tallest country in the world, so most of our officials are maybe 5'9" or 5'10", and they're going in with guys that are 6'8". They don't want to be in there.
Well, and they haven't practiced it. They're not when I played, everything was a jump ball. So they were practicing it more. They're not even practicing it.
Referees don't do enough practice as far as
that's where I hope would like FIBA or somebody will come in and say, let's just get it's an archaic thing. The jump ball is archaic. Let's just get rid of it.
I could deal with that. Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. But if not that, then just the one. We do it over here, so we're alternate. So it's
we are
one
too.
Jump start of the game, and away you go.
Shot clock, yes or no?
Yes, definitely.
And length?
24 is good with us at the minute. We did have 30-second shot clocks over here. I think anywhere 24 to 30, I'm easy with.
Okay. 3-point shot, what's the right distance?
I think the NBA line is a little bit too far.
I do too.
I think FIBA line is good. What's that? It's about 28 feet or something.
I have a I think FIBA is about right. I think the court is getting too small.
Yeah.
It needs to get wider.
Yeah.
And it probably needs to be 94 everywhere. Like we're 84 in our high school. It needs to be 94 everywhere, and it needs to be wider. Like the bodies are just getting so big.
So you're 84 long, isn't it?
In high school, 84 long in high school.
Wow.
And we're playing guys that play like Division I basketball, like legit. Like it's like
that's way too small.
And the 3-point line is the top of the.
Yeah, no, that's too close as well. Yeah,
it's like oh yeah.
Yeah, I think the FIBA line is good.
I think it is too.
If do you change size of ball then for men's and women's?
Yes, it's 28 and a half and 29 and a half or whatever it is.
Same here, 6 and 7 over here.
Yeah, it's perfect. All right, Coach. So 2 things. First of all, you've broken my record on podcasts. So we both like to talk over
there
2 hours. So nice job. we broke the record. That's the first thing. Second thing is, do you have any parting words for the listeners? And is there any way that like someone in the States can watch this? Like, can they watch your team? Is there any way to do that?
Oh, yeah. We our Facebook channels, Facebook page, we live stream all our home games.
Okay.
Every home game is live streamed on IT Carlow basketball.
Okay.
Facebook.
So that's good for the Americans that their parents can watch and stuff.
That's actually the reason we started doing it.
Okay.
And it's really great. Now what we do, like this year, we do back-to-back games. So our men's game would be 12:30 in the morning here.
Okay.
And women's games would be 3:15 in the afternoon. Okay. And so Caitlin would come in and literally live stream DJ's game, and then DJ would come in and stream Caitlin's game. And it was great. I mean, it's fantastic for those back in the States being able to watch their kids play, and even for our own supporters who aren't able to make it to the games because they might be away on, with their kids doing something. They're able to sit down and watch it wherever they are.
That's awesome.
So we're going for the first time ever. We're going Friday night games next year.
Well, that'll be great.
So, and we're hoping like that. We did it twice this year, and the crowd we had at the game was phenomenal. It was the biggest crowd we've ever had.
I don't know if in Ireland. Fish fries are a big deal on Friday nights in the States.
Fish and chips.
Fish and chips, man.
Fish and chips, yeah. It used to be a big thing. It's not so much anymore. Not so much anymore. But,
okay.
But you get the older crew would definitely still be into the fish and chips on a Friday.
Friday, and then come to the game. All right. Any parting words, Coach?
I suppose, enjoy what you do. When you stop enjoying what you're doing, walk away.
Right.
Be approachable, be helpful, and be as good as you can be for the people that you're coaching.
I think that's a great takeaway. And I think I don't know. I've been in quarantine for 5 weeks. I'm missing my kids. I'm missing work. I'm so ready to go back to work.
Can't wait.
I know. I want to see my players. It's like I'm not ready to retire. Yeah,
we can't even play golf over here at a minute. Golf courses are closed as well. So, that's something I could be doing.
I know, and I'm eating too much. I don't know about you, Coach.
Well, that's an easy thing for me. Yes, I'm watching a bit too much TV at the moment.
I am watching too much Netflix. All right, thank you, Coach.
God bless.
Hey, Coach. Hope you enjoyed that. If you did, okay, go join teachhoops.com for coaches who want to get better. You want to become a better basketball coach. Let me help you. Where else can you find a mentor for, a dinner at McDonald's, basically. Let me help you. Not only resources and communities and handouts and one-on-one calls and office hours, it's got a little bit of everything that will help you become a better basketball coach. Also, go over, subscribe and like, leave a review. And if you're going to do any shopping on Amazon, click down below. We would appreciate it. All right. Have a great
Hey, it's Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. Now, I was looking for fun ways to tell you that Mint's offer of unlimited premium wireless for $15 a month is back. So I thought it would be fun if we made $15 bills. But it turns out that's very illegal. So there goes my big idea for the commercial. Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3 months, $90 for 6 months, or $180 for 12-month plan required. $15 per month equivalent. Taxes and fees extra. Initial plan term only. Greater than 50 gigabytes may slow when network is busy. See terms.